Welcome to the Introducing Content Updates Using Live Update lesson. The lesson objectives are shown in the slide. This is the Describing the Live Update Ecosystem topic. Live Update is a content delivery mechanism based on HTTP and FTP. It provides an additional layer of security and non-repudiation with digital signatures checking. This is to ensure that the clients receive up-to-date and genuine content. Symantec publishes software updates and security content updates to a master live update server. To scale the content distribution worldwide, Symantec leverages the Akamai network to optimize internet usage and increase download speed for customers throughout the world. The Symantec Live Update technology is used in multiple Symantec products and platforms. For SEP, Live Update allows flexible methods to deliver content, such as directly from the internet, a SEPM, or a Live Update administrator server. The SEPM and SEP clients use Live Update to keep their environments up to date. You can configure the SEPM to run Live Update and distribute updates to group update providers and clients. SEP clients can also be configured to run Live Update on a scheduled interval. Note that group update providers are described later in this course. For Windows, run Live Update from the SEP client interface or start a session from the command line. The utility is included with the Symantec Endpoint Protection installation and can be used to launch Live Update through a script or a scheduled Windows task. You can also run Live Update from the SEP for Mac or SEP for Linux client interface. Like Windows, you can also start a session from the command line or the terminal window. There are two different options available for running Live Update on the Symantec Endpoint Protection Manager. In the SEPM, select Admin and then Servers. Below Local Site, select Download Live Update Content. LUAll can also be run from the command line or used to create a Windows scheduled task to run Live Update. This is the Configuring Live Update topic. The Live Update configuration is a two-part process. You define how content is delivered to the endpoint in the Live Update settings policy. In the Live Update content policy, you define the content that is delivered to the endpoint. Typically, the Live Update content policy is used when you must delay an update because of a false positive impacting your productivity. Usually the delay is only for a short period of time while waiting for a new set of definitions to arrive to resolve the issue. The Server Settings option enables you to define what server is used to deliver content. You may specify the SEPM, a Symantec Live Update server, or an internal Live Update administrator server. You can also configure failover. For example, enable the Use Default Management server and use the default Symantec Live Update server. In this example, when the default management server is not available, SEP clients fail over to the Symantec Live Update servers. Similar settings are also available for Mac and Linux endpoints. Live Update options include scheduling Live Update, which provides the frequency at which Live Update checks for updates. The advanced features enable you to configure the retry window, download randomization, and idle detection. The options for skipping Live Update enable you to use Live Update if the primary content delivery mechanism fails. This is the Troubleshooting Live Update subtopic. This slide shows you the primary reasons why Live Update fails. When the client is updated directly from a Live Update server, content is initially placed in the program data, Symantec, Symantec Endpoint Protection, current version, data, LUE, downloads folder. Content is then copied to a temporary folder for processing before being placed in the program data, Symantec, Symantec Endpoint Protection, current version, data, definitions folder. When troubleshooting Linux clients, it's important to know where files and log data are stored. This slide shows you the location where content and IPS signatures are stored on the Mac client. If Live Update continues to fail, see if you can reproduce the issue and run SymDiag. With the results from SymDiag, if you cannot resolve the issue, call Symantec support. This is the examining the need for an internal Live Update Administrator server. Live Update Administrator is an additional and optional software designed for large organizations where change management requires validation and control of content delivery. LUA is a Windows software application that provides granular download selections and scheduled delivery. With LUA, you can plan exactly when content is delivered and schedule distribution. This slide describes why you may consider using an LUA server. For example, if you have several Symantec products that download content from Symantec Live Update servers, you can use an LUA server to download product updates, which eliminates several different servers accessing Symantec Live Update. You can also test definitions and updates before distributing to SEPMs or directly to clients. When bandwidth is an issue, you can control the time of day that LUA delivers content and product updates. LUA can also be configured as a second source for updates when access to Symantec Live Update is not available. When considering LUA, you must satisfy at least one of these requirements. LUA requires additional hardware and introduces yet another tool to maintain and administer. This requires appropriate staffing to monitor the operation, test the content updates, and adapt the configuration when required. LUA has one advantage over other content delivery methods. It can distribute Delta content, which is smaller, for up to 12 months. To provide this long trail of content update every month, intermediary content named hubs are downloaded. This results in a large download of several gigabytes once a month, depending on the amount and type of updates that you retrieve. While LUA provides flexibility and control, the configuration is rather complex. When SEP has changes in the engines that it uses, you must adapt the configuration to discard what is no longer needed and add the content type into your configuration. This is the LUA configuration overview topic. Before installing LUA, review these restrictions and see the KB shown on the slide. You can download and install LUA from the links shown on the slide. It is important that you review the documentation and KB articles also shown on the slide. This slide presents the high-level steps to configure an LUA server. Step 1. Retrieve the catalog with all available product updates available. Step 2. Configure the necessary products and language. Step 3. Configure the product download schedule. Step 4. Configure the distribution points. CLU and CLU test are configured by default. And you may also want to configure remote distribution points in a remote geographical location, such as in a factory. Step 5. Configure the distribution schedule. Typically, you do this after content is downloaded from the internet. You also may decide if a test distribution center is needed before placing content into the production distribution center. Step 6. Configure the Live Update settings policy on the SEPM or import the Live Update settings on unmanaged clients. On this slide, the CLU test distribution automatically receives updates and publishes it for the test environment. The SEPMs are clients in the test environment, then download and apply the content, and a full scan is run. If false positives do not occur, you manually trigger the content to move to the production and remote distribution centers. This slide summarizes the lesson. For more information about the topics discussed in this lesson, refer to the resources listed on this and the following slide, and remember to frequently check the Symantec support website.